Okay, so a while ago, Lena Norms was doing quite a lot of fashion challenges, like dressing up as characters from Mean Girls and stuff like that. And I thought, you know what? That looks like a lot of fun. I want to play. But because she'd done quite a few of them, and because like vlogging for a week is weirdly intrusive into the whole rest of your life, and I didn't have the space for that, I was trying to think, okay, what can I do that'll be fun? Which one can I pick? Because I don't want to do a whole load of them. I just want to do kind of one video for funsies with my current wardrobe. And I thought, you know what? You know what video she can never do? Dressing up like Lena Norms. So I'm going to do it like a lookbook. I thought that would just be a fun time to have a play with some of my clothes. And yeah, she's done some videos where she's put together things like, oh, this is how you might want to style this. And she's put together kind of 4 or 5 outfits in a row. So it still feels like I'm copying her ideas enough to feel like it is cohesive to that. I've got 2 little things that I wanted to disclaim right at the start. The first one is this is not intending to be a piss take in any way. I am a fan. I like the content. I wanted to play. It looked like fun. I recommend everyone does fashion fun challenges and stuff. If I feel differently at the end of the video, I will say. I'm not good enough at editing to remove this part. And the other thing is, I'm hoping that this, in addition to not coming across as like a piss take for somebody that's got a very different fashion style to me, I also don't want it to come across as like a crazy fan bunny boiler. Like, I like the videos. Our relationship is entirely parasocial. I understand this. So it's just a fun challenge using somebody that talks a lot about kind of clothing and fashion and things like that. So I don't feel like I've going, ooh, what does she normally wear? Like, because she's been very open about talking about it in colours and how that she likes to combine clothes and things. So hopefully that is the way that it is received. If it comes across and it's really hurtful or harmful or anything like that, then I will delete the video. I'm not out here for it. Also, I wanted to say, obviously Lena and I have quite different body types. I'm a lot more slender. I tend to wear my jeans in very different places and put my clothing on in different ways and put stuff together in different ways because of that. So my like scenario for trying to work this out is what would, if she were to be Freaky Friday'd into my body and need to put together some outfits, what might Lena grab out of my existing wardrobe without needing to make any purchasing decisions for the both of us? What might she put together as outfits should she need to dress herself? This is the outfit I'm starting with, which is me, and I guess it is time to transform into anything with colours, because most of my outfits are black. Okay, outfit number 1. We are starting off somewhat safe in a black and red colour scheme. I've done some styling and honestly already a little chaotic. So I've got big flower in a bright blue. We've got some hoop earrings and we've got some bright lipstick. Didn't fancy doing the whole rest of my makeup. Sorry, don't love you that much. Don't have the energy for that today. To say, even just doing this amount of styling, which I didn't consider would be any kind of difficult, because I've got some bright lipstick I got in an advent calendar, and like the hoops that I got from my friend, and the hair flower, which, God, I think I might have got a picture of me wearing it in 2010, the first time I did my hair blue. So, like, even those things that, like, I've had and stuff, putting them all together like this, and trying to do my hair in the right kind of bun, where it doesn't just look like a me bun, it looks kind of like a messy bun, already was quite weird. And even just seeing myself in my, like, normal clothes that I was wearing before, and like this, it feels like I'm wearing a costume. I felt like I needed a thing of fruit to wear on my head. And other stuff. But let's go to the outfit. So one of the things that we've seen Lena make videos about is fake leather. So this is a dress that I got in a charity shop. It is currently a bit too small for me, but you know, well, you know what, I think this kind of looks about right. These are leggings as opposed to tights, which I think would probably be the thing that made it look very much like a Lena outfit, but I don't have any tights like that. And I have paired it, so I've got the leather dress, which is a little short sleeve dress. I've paired it with this sort of vesty waistcoat thingy. I got this in Romania, so that's quite a nice little piece of travel. And these leggings, which I made myself. One of the things that I've been on a journey for a few years is making only my own clothes. and Lena made a video at the start of this year being like, I'm going to make only my own clothes. So she definitely stole that idea from me, specifically, and she must be one of my 12 subscribers secretly. And they're leopard print. So this is peg legs on Patterns for Pirates. I mostly wear these to work out, but yeah. These are some leopard print leggings. So this is outfit number 1. I think it's about right. It's not something that I put together normally. I think if I was going to have I wouldn't probably wear the leggings with this dress. So these would be probably with just like black fishnets and then like a cardigan. I definitely wouldn't layer a vest over the top of this. So even though the colour scheme is perhaps a little bit more something that I'm used to, I think this is already kind of a different type of styling, which is kind of fun and I think maybe fulfills the brief. I've got 2 more outfits. Let's see what I've got. Okay, something brighter. It already looks a little bit chaotic and weirdly almost more of a summery vibe, despite the fact that I normally wear all of these pieces in winter in the house. So I've topped off my look with a hexie cardigan. This is one that my best friend made me. I'm gonna be honest, I normally wear it just in the house as an additional layer if I want to have like a dressing gown day. It goes over my pyjama situation quite well. And it's sort of like a kimono style shape, but it's the hexie cardigan. If anybody is a crochet girly that sees this, that's what it is. She made it for me last year for my birthday. But the colours are a little bit bright, even if I combine it all with black, it's still a little bit bright for me. Underneath that, we have some dungarees. Seen Lena really extol the virtues of dungarees. They have pockets. They're me-made. They are knit dungarees from a book from the 1970s I found in the charity shop called Wild Knitting. And let me tell you, they were not kidding. So why do I have these? Is that I work sometimes as a circus clown. So while I very much said this is not a piss take video, these are actually my clown dungarees. And if you want to be bright and colourful so you're like approachable by children, like this is a good thing to wear, especially if you're working in the winter. But usually I wear it with like a hoodie underneath, but I've decided I'm going to style it in a way that I think I've seen Lena style and I've seen some of my other friends style, which is like with a crop top, which feels quite on trend. This is also knitted. This is knitted by me, and I've got the matching gloves. This yarn glows in the dark, so it is my knitted rave wear. I don't go to a lot of raves, as might be evident by the person that thought it is appropriate to wear knitwear to a rave. But it's got a little bit of a Fair Isle design from the Norwegian Knitting 90 Years Later. If anybody's seen the Engineering Knits video, she talks about the book that's got this motif in it. This one I think I just made up. But yeah, so that's a self-knit for both of them. I'll drop the front of this so you get a bit of a better look of it. It kind of stretched out a little bit in the wash, so it is a little bit more revealing. I think it's going to need a little bit more stitching up the front. But anyway, this is the little crop toppy scenario that I've got going on with these dungarees. And I also thought, time to look at footwear. Lena and I do share a love for Doc Martens, and I've just not brought them up. But I decided I'd go with some long rainbow socks. I got really into wearing super long stripy socks when I was like 14. That was like one of my first style items. And so I still maintain a love for those. So these ones do tend to get worn, but again, because I usually style them with jeans and things like that, it's not usually so much colour all at once, which I think is the thing that I thought I'd struggle the most with. I will say though, this outfit does make me feel very trendy. It makes me feel very like, maybe the Gen Zs wouldn't laugh at me for having a Facebook account because that's just like an old person social media, real words that I heard once that cut me to the core. But yeah, so this is that outfit number 2, and I have one more to go, and we'll see what revelations that brings. Okay, we are on to our third and final outfit, and I think this is possibly one of the most chaotic. So I've got a jumper that I knitted myself, a sleeveless jumper. It is kind of sparkly. I wanted to have something a bit sparkly because I've seen in a lot of Lena's videos she's put on something that's glittery or sequined or something like that. Again, we've got leopard print. We've got it as a dress this time. A really scandalously short one. Not gonna lie, I tend to wear this out when I'm in the mood to be seen as a certain type of woman. I have got some pink tights, but they're Halloween ones, so they have got spider webs on them. But I think that's one of those, in a pinch, probably totally fine. And then I've done... I'm going to lift my legs to show that I've layered some socks over the top of them. But I can't lift my legs without flashing. So we've got the rainbow socks in the previous one, and I thought maybe... it's something that I never do because I hate it. But I thought maybe Lena would be chaotic enough to wear a different sock on each foot. Let's do a jump. Excellent. We've not broken anything. Or knocked anything off. Also realised I've got a little bit of a snotty nose at the moment. And one of the things, if you, like myself and like Lena, are a sewing girly, one of the really easy things that you can do as a project is to make your own handkerchiefs and be more sustainable about not using packets of tissues. So I've grabbed out my most ostentatious handkerchief on just a little bit of cottony fabric. They're great. Plus, if you leave these in your jeans pocket when you put them in the washing machine, they do not disintegrate, they just get cleaned. So, excellent little pro tip there. And I thought this outfit looks a little bit chaotic, so let's... looks a bit chilly. Let's pop my mad cardigan that I've had on. And I've had the idea to do this video for freaking ages, and I haven't, because I was like, I want to use this cardigan. I haven't because of like other reasons, but I wanted to use this cardigan, and I wanted to use it in this video, and I haven't decluttered it or given it to anybody, because I wanted to use it for this, because it's chaotic. Lena, if you want it, you can freaking have it. Just leave a comment and we'll work it out. I made this thinking that it would be all nice and purple, and then it's so bright. It has so many colours. The drape it's not what I wanted. It's got these big stripes. It's bright purple. Dress is coming up again. It's got a totem pole at the back, which is madness. And I'm not gonna lie, I do kind of like this. Some stripy bits this way so that you can direct traffic should you ever need to. Yeah. So this is the final outfit. I'm going to say this is the one that feels the least successful. I think we have got the leopard print and we have got it as a little tight skirt. And when I'm thinking of like the older pictures that Lena put up, there was one about her visiting Cardiff Castle or another castle maybe in Wales, where she had a skirt on like this. So this does feel like some of the pictures that she's shown from when she was like at uni and stuff. Like we're quite a similar age. So maybe this is old Lena's skirt mixed with some current new knitting capabilities. So a cardigan that I will fully declutter, but it's got quite a lot of drama to it. So it's an option. Some tights which are far too sheer for the length of skirt, but we're working with what we've got. And yeah, there's something very much about this which is giving carer bib vibes. And layered up like this. So I'll remember to literally never do that again ever. So, wrap up. What did we think? What did we learn? Would I do it again with someone else's style? Did I achieve woman that's been art teacher that's been trapped in a charity shop for 30 years as an aesthetic? I think the last one, yes. The leather dress was from a charity shop. A load of other stuff was me made, which feels very art teacher. This leopard print dress is the only ultra fast fashion item that I have. And then lots of other items are things that I've had like since I was a teenager, which also feels very much on trend and in keeping with the Lena Norms ethics vibe. One the interesting things were, like, as I started with styling, I was not expecting putting my hair into a bun. Even like the ways that we do, like the way that we do our hair, like styled into a bun, also like you get really used to doing it a certain way. So I normally would have it like a really high and tight sort of thing as opposed to a slightly floppier one, which then looks kind of more correct. And just combining things in different ways. So these are all items that I like, with the exception of this cardigan, which can go do one, because it's not what I wanted it to be. Yeah, they are all items I had. I've styled them all very differently to how I normally would. So I guess if you wanted to fully reinvent yourself, this is a way to do it, is to just try different ways of styling things as opposed to buying new things. This is like a quite nice eco-conscious thing. I think the first outfit was probably the one that looked the most like something that Lena would wear. I think the like bottom half of this one looked the most like something that Lena would have worn back when she was like 19 years old. And the one in the middle feels like the most sort of trendy. I don't think any of the pieces look like it particularly matched what she had or what she might have put on, but I think kind of some of the shapes about it were quite good. Yeah, so this was quite an interesting and fun thing to do. Just another way to interact with someone else's content / art, depending on where you stand on YouTube videos. Yeah, the hairstyling thing, it really got to me. And one of the things which I've noticed recently, which is perhaps more of a like deeply personal revelation, is that you have a particular sense of style and a particular way of doing things. And I noticed this particularly when I was drawing, because you learn to draw at school, and then you draw whenever kind of you fancy, if you're just having the moment with it. And I've noticed that my own sort of signature style very much comes through with that, and that's something that I used to really hate in art. And actually now it's something that I go, oh, actually there's a lot of self-love in the way that I do that. And that might be something that you're not necessarily used to doing or seeing or reflecting on. So something to kind of take away about that is that even like all of the little things that you do them in your own way, and you're probably also a little bit, I don't want to say set in your ways with it. I feel like when you're in your 20s, particularly, but also maybe for some people they go through it earlier, like when you're in a teen, you kind of learn a lot of what works for you. You kind of have that time to have that experimentation where you've possibly moved out and you've been in the workplace and you've had time to explore kind of different things. So you've worked out what eyeshadow shape works for you and what shades of blush you prefer, whether you're more of like a pink or a red or a peach kind of tone, or no blush, or whatever it is that you like. And I suspect that other people that are similar age to me and indeed to Lena, you've possibly got used to doing quite a lot of things in that very specific way and with your own sense of style. So if anybody's watching this, one of my 6 followers, I might be up to 12 actually, one of my 12 followers is watching this. One of the things to perhaps reflect upon is thinking about if there is something that you want to make a change with, just being aware that there's probably like a million different little pieces of minutiae which lead to the way that you specifically butter your bread, tie your hair into a bun on top of your head, etc. And it can be quite fun seeing other people do those things and seeing if you do them differently, if there's somewhere that you want to make a change in your life. And the other one is perhaps to reflect, if you've got the space. I needed to have therapy before I had the space to untangle some of the self-worth things that came about from it. Is to kind of think about how you feel when you see your own style reflected, the signature that, I drew that, or I painted that, or I tidied that, or whatever it is that you've done. And to kind of reflect upon how you feel when you see that it's got your signature and you know that it's something that you've done. And to see if you feel good about that or bad about that, and then perhaps interrogate that and take it to therapy if you need to. This is becoming a long ramble. I had fun. I hope no one's sad about this. I'm feeling very much like Bridget Jones today. So I'm going to go and put on some black clothing. Let me know if you want this cardigan. I'll post it. And always remember, you can fit a lot of rubles in a dead rat if you try hard enough. Bye.